Not that long ago, I gave this year the appellation uh, the year of the lunatic, and it's very much living up to that. I was going to do this a while back, but probably the ideal time now. Glad I left it for a little while because Trump has gone nuclear. He's bombing the Iranians. They're bombing the nuclear sites. And Netanyahu did it a few days ago, nearly a week ago now. He started massive assassinations like the Hezbollah operation. And we've got a lunatic asylum. They're fighting back a little bit, the Iranians, but I don't know. It's all, I think the people are claiming that Trump has stopped the war. He stopped the war by bombing them. Stopped the war. There was an Onion headline about Netanyahu. Netanyahu says bombings were necessary to stop the war that he started. That sums it up better than the media. The media are very compliant so far with the Israelis and the Americans. And so Seymour Hersh, he got the scoop a few days ago. Still getting the scoops. I said on Twitter he's the best of all time. Probably even more than Assange. He's broken a lot more stuff. Years, decade after decade. His informants, his sources, just give him the very best information. So yeah, and the MAGA's a few. Marjorie Taylor Greene, the Neanderthal-like woman, she's making a little bit of a fuss about it. A lot of the MAGA-tards are just, yeah, they're not very bright, are they? To put it mildly, very ugly situation. So I don't know. It's just the year of the lunatic. It's non-stop lunacy from go to woe. And obviously, I've said this before, it's going to get worse. Countdown finals have started over there. Played a couple of quarterfinals. Not really any great players this season. Just some fairly decent ones. Woman won last year, as I mentioned in one of the earlier videos. Might get another one. Yeah, so what can I say? I don't see that people are delusional if this is going think this is going to put an end to it. The Iranians would be hopping mad as they should be. It's time for them to sort of stand up a little bit to the great Satan, which they describe it as, and the Israelis. Somebody's got to stand up to them because they're just going crazy. They're shooting people, 40, 50 people every day. They're lining up for bread and flour and food rations, and they see something and they just start shooting, massacring just 40 or 50 people nearly every day. And they're losing it a bit. They've lost the plot completely over there. They're fighting over shelters, and the Arabs can't get into the shelters. Crazy people. Why do we grovel to these people? Palestinians solidarity action. They over there in Britain, they sabotage a couple of planes, and all the wackos are going crazy over it. Nigel Farage, bad guy him. He's not anti-establishment at all. He wanted Blair to come in and take over the vaccine stuff. So, yeah, you get a war, put him in charge, it's still 28-30%. No one wants the Tories back, or they want Labor out. Still only 30%, but they could win possibly. Win a majority possibly, or come close to it. He's lapdog, Farage, bad guy him. Has sort of a couple of, occasionally come up with a decent idea. a decent opinion, but that's a lot of people, aren't they? They sort of have a stop clock moment, as they say. Um, there's a lot of people like that. It's not really good enough. So yeah, I don't know. It's all going to get very nasty. There's no options. You can't vote anyone out. That Mamdani is going for New York mayor. Sick of hearing about that. The mayorship of New York, and it's a bit boring. And they're a bit hysterical. I got a quote tweeted by Anna Kachyan over it. And he looks like a sort of an ethnic version of Rob Delaney. You check that out. You put them side by side. Rob Delaney, the comedian. And yeah, they're just completely hysterical about this guy. He's going to whack a few freebies, a bit of free public transport, tax the billionaires, do a bit of mild Bernie Sanders style policies. So the rich people are just are losing their minds over this guy. He's coming right at Cuomo, Sicko Cuomo, the COVID guy. Took his Grammy off him, and that was a bit of good news. Can't believe they just run the crooked people over and over again. Over there in Netanyahu, and it's just a completely discredited system, discredited society. So yeah, that's going to be probably close. Bit hysterical about him. So it's just going to get very article. It's just so. How can you describe people are just sick of this nonsense over and over again? All of this just insanity, especially in the last 5 years. Just a lunatic asylum. The year of the lunatic in 2026, if we get there, could be even worse. So I don't know. Trump's caused a whole lot of trouble, and people who think this is the end of it are very delusional indeed. People, completely moronic take, I think. Complete imbeciles. The Trump supporters that are supporting this.